Hey guys and gals, this is Brandon. Thank you for signing up for the mini course, How to Close 3 to 5 Clients for Your Local Marketing Agency this month. You're going to get a total of 5 videos with this. And we're going to be showing you, like I said, how to close 3 to 5 clients for your local marketing agency this month. And I'm not talking about clients that are hard to deal with. I'm not talking about the clients that don't pay you very much. I'm talking about the clients that will pay you, $1,000, $5,000, even $10,000 a month. Earlier this year, Caleb and I started our agency, and at first, I'll be honest, it was a real struggle. We struggled to find the clients that would pay us the prices that we needed to make. We struggled to find clients that kind of weren't a pain in the ass to deal with, frankly. We struggled just working way too much for the amount of money that we were making. So probably typical of everyone else's struggles, right? But over the last few months, we've really turned things around, not only for ourselves, but for 4 students that we've taken on. We've taken on 4 private students so far, and all of them have profitable local internet marketing agencies today. And this short little course, this short mini course, is going to be about how you can do that as well. In the first video, and that's later in this one, we're going to talk about how to position yourself for premium clients. And again, when I'm talking about premium clients, I'm talking about the types of people that can afford to pay you $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, even $10,000 a month. And we're going to show you how to position yourselves to get those clients. Next, even if you know how to position yourself for those clients, if you don't know where to find them, it doesn't do you very much good, does it? So the next video is going to be about some specific places that you can go and find these clients. And in fact, we're going to show you exactly where Vinny is finding his clients. You met Vinny in the opt-in video. Vinny is one of our clients. In just over 2 months, he has grown his agency to over $10,000 a month. And Vinny really had every disadvantage that you can imagine. He is a convicted felon. He spent time in prison, and he was struggling to even get minimum wage work because people were not giving him a chance due to his criminal background and the record that he, accumulated when he was younger. Had a family to support, and he was really just in a bad situation. He was not an expert. He had no real experience, but we showed him how to get these clients and how to fulfill for these clients. And now, in just a little bit over 2 months, he is at over $10,000 a month. In video number 3, we're going to take you on a roadmap to your first $250,000. Listen, I want to make sure that 2018 is your best month, or your best year ever. That 2018 is your best year ever. And $250,000, it might seem like a really intimidating figure to you right now. But the truth is, it's a small amount of money when you do your local marketing agency correctly. When you follow the game plan that we give you, when we follow the scripts, that we use, it's not very hard to get to that $250,000 level. Then we have a couple of bonus videos that we're also going to give you. In bonus video number 4, you're going to learn about our top source for premium clients. And when I'm saying premium clients, I mean the guys that really pay a lot of money, $5,000, $10,000 a month. We're going through some programs and experiments on our own, even to try and get more money out of clients. We haven't personally yet reached that point, but as soon as we do, you'll definitely know about how we're doing it. But it's up to 10,000 right now, and we're going to show you where we get these clients, how we get them into our system, into our funnel, how we close them and fulfill for them. And that's a bonus video that you're going to get. Bonus video number 4. And finally, bonus video number 5 is going to be all about closing these high-value clients. Because let's face it, you can do all of this work. You can get all of these people talking to you on the phone, and you maybe have had this experience yourself, talking to tens, dozens, maybe 20 or 30 people on the phone and not closing any of them. Well, I have good news for you. When I started talking to people on the phone, I would literally talk to 40, 50, 60 people to close a single client. Was not good on the phone, but there's some simple things you can do. There's some really simple strategies and tips and tactics that you can use. And in video number 5, that's what we're going to be covering, is how you can close those people, turn them into paying clients. And I'm not just talking about people that take free trials and then run. I'm talking about people that cut you a check that day. So the very first secret, and this is the positioning that you need to do, okay, to getting these high value clients, is niching. So everybody knows about niching. When you talk about local marketing agencies, people, say go after chiropractors, go after dentists, go after lawyers, and that's true. When you niche down like that, you talk to, people see you as more of an expert, right? And this is a myth that a lot of people have in their head, that they have to be an expert to do these things, but you actually can become an expert just by working with one group of clients, right? But the other key thing is just that they see you as an expert just by the fact that you're only working with that type of client. And you quickly become an expert because you're dealing with them all day, every day. You know the questions they have, you know the pain points that they have. And write this down. Pain points are a key to selling to anybody. Once you find somebody's pain and you show them that you have the solution to that pain, you are like their morphine. I don't know if you've ever broken a bone or had a serious injury. You want pain medicine, right? Well, that's what you become. When you identify the pain points of people, you become their pain medicine. And niching allows you to really know what those pain points are so that you can really dig into them on the conversation. But when I'm saying hyper niching, I'm talking about even going beyond niching down, okay? See, most people do niche down. Like I said, most people will go after dentists, they'll go after chiropractors, they'll go after plastic surgeons, they'll do this and this and that. But they don't hyper niche. So what is hyper niching? Hyper niching is offering one thing. Now there's several ways that you can offer one thing, and I'm going to cover all of them in this video, the different ways that you can hyper niche. Okay, so one thing you can do is just go to a cutting edge thing. You could offer Facebook video marketing as an example. One of the case studies that you will be seeing, or you may have seen already, is our student Ahmed. Ahmed was flat on his back. He had a serious back injury. He could not get out of bed for almost 6 months. And he still managed to land clients paying him $1,000 and $2,000 a month because he only focused on Facebook video marketing. Now, this might seem very simple to you, all right? And I want you to really avoid, as we go through this, one of my mentors, Jeff Walker, told me one time, I had this habit of saying, I already know that, I already know that, I already know that. And he said to me, but Brandon, if you already know it, why aren't you doing it yet? Why aren't you making the kind of money I'm making? If I'm telling you something and you're saying, I know that, I know that, I know that, but you're not getting my result, then you're not doing it and you don't really know it yet, okay? So avoid that through this, because a lot of the stuff I'm going to say, you're going to be tempted to say, oh, I know that, but try and look at it from a new perspective. So when I say this Facebook video marketing, look, all Ahmed did is go into these businesses, like his chiropractor, for example. He started doing that guy's Facebook video marketing because really, like I said, he was stuck flat on his back in bed. He wasn't going very many places, but the chiropractor was one place he was going. It was one, person that he was kind of interacting with, right? So you can do Facebook video marketing. You can become the local guy or gal that does Facebook video marketing. And when you do that and you start having a couple of case studies, it becomes pretty easy to start getting clients. You can do something like Snapchat. You can do something like YouTube videos, these different things where you're hyper niche down. You're in something. Now remember, I told you that most of these local business owners are 50, 60, even 70 years old. So even though this stuff seems simple to you, it's far from simple for them. It's something that they're intimidated by. My dad has a business and he barely will even use Google himself. He's intimidated by it. He doesn't understand the computer. He doesn't understand the internet. And that's the type of situation that you are, dealing with when you're talking to these local business owners and the ones that can pay you a lot of money. The next thing that you can do, and this is what Caleb and I have done, is to really niche down by the types of leads that you provide, the type of service that you provide. So example is, if you're working with attorneys, you might only offer to close DUI cases for them. Now, what happens when you do this is that now you're not only just a guy that just works with attorneys, you're the guy that knows how to bring DUI cases to an attorney. And these are very lucrative cases for an attorney. They're fairly simple for a good attorney to pull off. And they make them a lot of money. There's a lot of pain points that these people that have been arrested for a DUI have. There's a lot of people that get arrested for DUI every Friday. We're coming up on New Year's as I record this. There's a lot of people that are going to be arrested for drunk driving. They need attorneys, but attorneys are not marketing people. They went to law school. Most of them didn't go to business school. Even if they went to business schools these days don't really teach how to use the internet and, in sophisticated ways where you can get business, where you can get leads, where you can get clients. So you're offering one type of service, like a DUI attorney. Or for example, maybe you offer luxury real estate leads, people that are looking for luxury high-end properties. So you target real estate brokers and you just send them high-ticket leads, leads of people that are looking for luxury real estate. Maybe you work with cosmetic surgeons and you help them get people that want boob jobs. What happens is that, first of all, as we discussed earlier, you start to really know how to talk to that client. So if you're talking to a plastic surgeon that does boob jobs, you start to know how to talk to him. But the other thing is as you run those ads and you start seeing what works and what doesn't work, you legitimately become the go-to person for boob jobs. And that is a high value thing. One of the other things that you want to target, if possible, is the types of customers, the types of clients where when you get a lead for them, they're going to make a lot of money. Because when you do that, it makes it easy for them to justify paying you, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, even $10,000 a month. If they're getting $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 per client over time, it's easy for them to justify it. But also, though, don't think about that you can't do, smaller ticket things like restaurants too, because even though somebody comes into a restaurant, maybe they only spend, $50, $60 at one time, most people will actually go to their favorite restaurant 2 or 3 times a month at least. So the accumulated value for a customer for them is also very high. So don't think of it just in terms of one shot, one shot type of things. Look at the long-term value of the customers. And that's something that you also have to educate your potential buyers about, which we'll get into when you talk about closing. The next thing that you need to do to get the next way that you can position yourself for getting these clients is by offering specific types of clients to people. So, for example, if somebody is an accountant, you might go to an accountant and say, I can get you dentists that will pay a lot of money if you specialize in working with dentists. Or even going back to, the luxury real estate leads, what you might specialize in is going to, a luxury real estate developer in Florida or a luxury real estate broker in Florida and specialize in bringing snowbirds to that person. What a snowbird is it's a term for the retired people that live up north in the winter, up here in the Arctic, like I'm in Minneapolis right now. So it's kind of like being in Antarctica. And Florida would be a lot nicer than than Minneapolis right now here in December, right? So you specialize in finding these retired people that have, some money and they want to buy some property down in Florida or maybe Arizona. So it's a specific type of client and you can specialize in that. And again, you really become a high value person. You're almost automatically seen as an expert when you hyper niche. And that's really the key thing, is that you become almost automatically an expert, okay? And when you do that, then the next thing that you need to do, and this is part of positioning and it's also part of converting, is following up. Look, most people go out there and they approach somebody one time or two times at the most, and then they forget about it. They think, oh, this person doesn't want to deal with me. I don't want to be annoying. Look, you need to get over that and you need to follow up, because most people actually, you have to be in contact with them several times. Just think about, anybody that you know. The more you know them, the more comfortable you get with them, as long as there's consistency in the relationship. If you don't keep following up, they see you as kind of flaky. They see you as somebody that's not going to follow. If you won't follow up with them to get them as a customer, they also think that you're not going to follow up with them once you have them as a customer. Because let's face it, most people provide terrible customer service. They'll do a lot to get a customer. Once they have a customer, they don't do very much. So if you're not even doing very much to get them as a customer, they really start to worry about, what's going to happen once I sign on the dotted line, right? So you need to create a follow-up sequence and you need to get going like that. So in the next video, what we're going to do is, where can you find these clients? And in the next video specifically, I'm going to talk about where Vinny has been getting his clients from, and we'll also show you a couple other places that you can go.